Nobody sees us. We are just average in the middle.
Fællesskil, giv en stor hånd til Caroline.
All of the headlines, craving the suffering souls that live in.
My passion for music started actually as soon as I started to sing and write my own music. It's almost just, an extension of feelings in some way. I love to sing my entire life. I think my mother has told me once that I almost started singing before I started to talk, but I don't think it's true though, but it was somewhere, I guess it was somewhere in me. I was here from 2018 and 3 years from that. And it was just a time of me really being able to experience what it is like to do music every single day. And I think I really got to discover a lot of things about myself as a musician. So I think for me, it was 3 really good and really intense years where I just learned more than I have learned for ages, I guess. I forgot my study card. Oh, thank you so much. So yeah, I've spent a lot of hours just by pianos like these. And like playing just some of the songs. Both of the songs that I've written, but also just like, we've had a lot of piano lessons, everybody needs to. Just to have some general knowledge in music. But I think most of my songs have been played on these pianos. It's not very easy to get accepted to study at the conservatory. You have to do a concert for them and do a lot of tests. And at first I actually thought, oh, if I could get there, that would mean both, that I'm capable of doing something with my voice and with my music, but also that I could just get to know so many people, so many great people who could inspire me every day and challenge me in a way. I didn't believe it actually when I found out that they accepted me. It was quite huge. It's kind of weird how all these white halls and clinic small rooms actually contain quite a lot of creativity. The secret behind being an authentic musician and an authentic artist, it's quite complex and very simple in some way, because it's something about finding your core values and finding your own style, you can say. Oh, damn. Okay, this is shitty weather. And now in my band, there's a lot of the people I studied with. Yeah, and some from the band are very old friends from back when I lived at my parents' house in Skive. And they're so insane, in the good way. They're really, really good. And I think it made me a lot better to just be around very talented people every day. Tonight we're having a
Karaoke-aften.
Yes, karaoke evening. That's a thing we have where we just meet up and do some recordings of our favorite songs. Yes, with my best friend, and she sings choir in my band, so I think that's a common interest to do some music and having a lot of fun with like recording it and trying to produce something, not something that I'm actually very good at, but I like to try.
Yeah.
It's mostly to have fun nights like these, doing some high notes and just having fun. Yeah, let's do it.
We have always been singing together and know each other so well, singing wise.
I've been very, calm and comforted almost my whole life. So at least once I thought, how on earth can you even write songs when it's all quite steady? But you can. Even though it's stable, there's like 1,000 thoughts in my head. And I think if I have 1,000 thoughts in my head, at least some of them might appear in other people's heads too.
It's easy to relate to her lyrics, I would say. Her issues in life are pretty common, and I think that's just as relevant to sing about as the really hardcore, dark lyrics.
I had a very happy childhood. There's nothing to write about there. And and I've been with my boyfriend since I was 19. Why isn't it more normal to just be normal? And why don't we have many role models just being totally normal? The meaning behind my songs, I think actually is just to hopefully letting people know that whether or not they're normal, whether or not they're happy or whatever they are, it's actually quite normal to think what you think. My family have been very supportive actually. I think it's not every parent who's like clapping their hands when people say, I want to do music. For some reason they were just like, yes, that's what you have to do. So they have always understood it. Hi! Hi! I really just like, that you came to my release concert. Yeah, you always come to the concerts.
It makes us so happy.
Yeah, it makes you happy. Yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah. Yeah, you're still young as well. I guess you do, because I do. But do you ever wonder, like, how it's all going to look like in 10 years or something with the music?
Respect the choice.
Yeah.
So nice, and I think it could be hard. But then afterward, I think it's Caroline. She'll find a way. I'm so sure.
Of course, I will find a way.
So I'm not ready to lose. Kan du have det?
Hi, hi.
Bye.
Hi. When I moved away from my family, I thought it would be quite hard, but actually I found that it's not as bad as I thought. As long as I see them sometimes. Christopher, my boyfriend, he moved in 1.5 years ago. I think that the dynamic is quite good between like spending our free time together and apart. Gospel. Well, this is Gospel. It's really a totally cool, very alternative place.
You have like music venues, and you have clubs and small independent theaters, stuff like that.
And headquarters is this little venue in Aarhus, and they have a lot of concerts with upcoming musicians. Well, I had my release concert here from the album I just released. When I played the concert, I just felt quite proud of myself, I guess, and relieved that all the work we have been doing so far is now actually, out in the world for people to see and for people to listen to. Right before we went on the stage, we were just gathered, the whole band, behind the stage in the backstage, just like hopping a bit, jumping on our feet, like making a lot of fun with each other, because I think that's the easiest way to both like get hyped up but not be all too nervous. If you saw me You know, I think I tried not to smile too much, but I couldn't help but just smiling a bit, yeah. I think as an upcoming artist, it's quite hard to like create an everyday life. You know, I both do concerts and I teach music, and I'm doing some pedagogical work with a boy with Tourette's, and then I am writing link building text. What is that, 4 or 5 jobs? How on earth do I do it? I don't know. It's really a patchwork.
Can I have a beer, please? Just a regular.
There's a lot of competition and there's only so much money, and this also affects the musicians' ability to earn honest money, because they often have to play for less than the minimum concert wage.
Hi. The bookers are quite hesitant because a lot of venues and a lot of concerts are not that well visited. So yeah, I think that the inflation and the economic situation right now is making. It's ultimately like meaning that people are buying less concert tickets.
Yeah, it is like the icing on the cake to go to concerts.
Yeah.
Going to a museum, always the icing.
All the cool things, actually.
Yeah, the things I love the most.
Yeah.
And you know, it's no matter if you're upcoming like me or if you are more established, I think just taking again and again and again money away from our work is just like saying what you do is not very important. Sometimes I don't feel as valued as I would like to.
I think what we need to do is to dedicate more venues and cafes and smaller venues to support these upcoming artists, because me personally, I think that's fundamental effort you have to put in order to sustain the future of Danish music.
I'm just afraid, not only for upcoming musicians, but also for just the whole music business in general. I don't want to be too scared or too insecure to just try something and just do it. When I'm an old woman, would I say, you should have tried that? Or would I be like, at least you tried it?